Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody posted this yesterday on Facebook, and a couple of people commented that I could probably help her. I asked her to send me the file. She's brand new to lasering engraving, and she actually ran it just like this, and it's still a bitmap, and it's also got a white background. I'm going to be pretty hard on her. A couple things, and these are my preferences. You're writing in paragraph text, you'd be a lot better off not to use paragraph text and let's convert it to artistic text. That's what you want to use in laser engraving. But if you use this file right now, this Duchess is off to the right. So one thing to fix that is hit P and put it in the center of the page. Take your Duchess and put it in the center of the page, and then you can hold down the control button and move it down. Now it is aligned up wherever you want it, and then you could select them both and you can see there's some background on it, but we can move that up wherever you want to in your artwork. That way, and that's not what the video is about. It's about this poor quality logo. And first of all, it's engraving everything but the letters. So you can see, I think it would be a lot easier to read, and you can see how jagged it is, and it's also off center, but everybody's already mentioned on that, and that'd be a completely different video. But to me, would go to the internet, and she got it off the internet just to find a better logo. And when you're searching for logos, click on them, and it's going to tell you right here, this is 1158 by 708. That's pretty big. This one is this one's even bigger, but it's not the same logo, and the text is bad. The letters are curved compared to the original logo. This one, that's that same logo. Just search around what you want. You can see that this is half the size or even less than half the size of this logo. So I picked this one right here that's pretty big. Right click, copy image, go back to Corel, which I'm using 2020, which I do not have because it won't let me save it, and paste it in there. And you can see it's pretty sharp logo. I've already got this one. Now Corel does not trace text very well. The Eagles really isn't a text. The Eagles is made up of something, but the Philadelphia is a text. So to make it easier on Corel, take this right here and make it smaller. Well, let's back up here. Let's go to bitmap, resample. It's only 72 dots per inch. Let's go here and make it smaller. One, it makes it for Corel a lot easier, but now look at the resample. We're at 325 dots per inch. You need to be at least a 300. So if you can't get there, you can always type in 300 and hit OK, and then you're at 300. And then I'm not even gonna convert this to a bitmap because it's such a sharp image. I'm gonna go to bitmap, and I'm gonna go to outline trace, and I'm gonna go to clip art. And it traced it. Say OK. Your trace is normally on top. So here's your old logo, and the reason for that, and also let's do this to your original logo. Let's put some people get on me so I'm going to draw a rectangle around my logo. I'm going to fill the yellow with yellow. I'm going to go to object, go to order, and put it to the back of the page. You can see that this logo has a white background. Let's move our yellow box to our new logo, and it still has a white background, but only on the interior parts. So that's very easily corrected. And matter of fact, it didn't do a bad job on the Philadelphia. So let's click on our logo. And if you ever can't click on your logo, you can select your logo by lassoing it around. Let's go to object, group, and ungroup. Now we can take that white and remove it. There's other ways to do this. I think there's white in the background. And let's magnify, zoom in a little bit, go to our pick tool, get on that white and remove it. Whenever you have that happen, especially, let's see what color this white is. It is an RGB white. Her logo, well, you can't even ungroup it because it's all one logo. But it is RGB white, or it's CMYK white. CMYK on a laser, on most laser engravers, will still print. So you want to get rid of all the white. We're not going to worry about the Philadelphia. It doesn't really look too bad. You could possibly even use this. There's some gray matter there, and it's just personal preference. Now, like on this A, it didn't do a very good job, and it didn't do a very good job on this H. You can replace letters. Go Control D and make a duplicate. And also, you want to set this for 0, 0. This is your duplicate distance. So now we Control D and make a duplicate. Start moving it, then hold down your control button and put it about where that A was. And now you've got a new A. You could do that for the H where this H doesn't look as good. But in this case, what I would do, let's get rid of that A and let's select all this, and it is 1.498 long. Let's just take a new word of Philadelphia, all cap letters, and I found a font that's pretty close called College Block, and this is pretty close. Now with your ratio locked, I can't remember how long this was. It was 1.498. 1.498. Now we don't know how tall it is. It is 1.04 big. Now with your ratio unlocked, it seemed like that's going to be too long, 0.4. I must have not done something right. No, it's 0.102. 0.102. Now, kind of bring that in closer. It still looks a little bit big, but it's pretty close to that font. If you look at the font on the original, it's block letters. The H might be a little bit different, but who really cares? And you could change that H very quickly, and we might even do that in a second video. Very easily change that lettering. Now we need to put this pretty close to where it is, so if you get a indexing line, you just go up to your rulers and click on there. Now we can get rid of these letters. Let's move this out of the way. I could lock my yellow and it would lock it. Now we can bring this back in and put it right there and kind of center it. And I think it's done. This would engrave a lot better than this because you're engraving the letters and they're clean and sharp. This is a vector file. And so please just make sure you've got an RGB black. And that's really not even RGB. It is RGB, but true black is 000. So what I would do then is click everything and change everything. And you can do it all at once. Just go up there and click, left click, and now you've got an RGB black that is ready to engrave. It's a vector file, and you're ready to go. And then you just need to make it the size you want and go from there. Now, I'm going to make a second video on how to make that H look like that other H, and maybe even the P might be a little bit different. The P's rounded, but all the other letters look pretty good. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.